Hello, I'm Bob Taylor, Superintendent of the Walnut Valley Unified School District. Proud to say one of the highest achieving school districts in the United States. I hope you are finding a way to enjoy spring break in this most unusual of times. I also hope you are healthy, and I'm sure you're doing your best to adjust to the ever changing safety protocols and social distancing requirements. I know in our house, we're certainly struggling with the adjustment. Our two oldest children, Ryan and Madison, are obviously home from college and are busy participating in virtual college classes and completing online assignments. Our youngest son, Jackson, is anxious to complete his eighth grade year successfully in the distance learning environment as he prepares to end his middle school career and move on to high school. In fact, together this week, we learned how to access Aries and register him for his freshman year high school courses. My wife is a middle school math and science teacher, and like so many of the teachers in our Walnut Valley Unified School District, she is also busy trying to do her best to support her sixth grade students in a virtual world. And I'm busy participating in online discussions and Zoom meetings, trying to assist our district in making this transition to the best of our ability. Needless to say, there are struggles in the Taylor home. We've learned that we can't all be working in the virtual world at the same time. We wish we had stronger internet in our house. There aren't enough hours in the day. And our two dogs seem to bark really more than ever when we most need them quiet. While our struggles are significant and perhaps familiar to many of you, they are manageable. However, I know we have families in our community with much greater struggles caused by COVID-19, struggles with health, anxiety, reduction or loss of work, access to technology. We sincerely feel for these families. I'm extremely proud and thankful for our dedicated employees who have continued to work to provide for those in need. In the last month, we have provided about 50,000 meals to Walnut Valley families, about 2,000 per day. In the last week, we've distributed more than 2,000 Chromebooks to students and have helped countless families acquire or upgrade their internet services. Our support services personnel also continue to help students and families and are available to provide assistance in areas of mental health and well-being. I appreciate people like our counselors, GLCs, school psychologists, nurses, and health techs, and the many other support staff throughout our district. I'm excited about next Monday, April 20th, as we prepare to launch our phase 2 of distance learning, which will carry us through the remainder of the school year. As parents, I hope you join me in emphasizing to your students that academics at this point should not be viewed as optional. The expectation is that all Walnut Valley students will engage in distance learning beginning Monday. As parents, please reach out to us, to our teachers and administrators, if your students need assistance. We are definitely here to help. Our teachers have been working unbelievably hard to provide the best distance learning program for our students as possible. We will continue to educate, but we should also all maintain practical expectations. This is, in a sense, an emergency plan in a time of true crisis. We have never experienced a similar situation in education. We've never, nor has any comprehensive school district, ever been a 100% distance learning system. Most of us were not trained nor experienced as full-time distance learning educators, but the situation has forced us to alter how we do things. As Viktor Frankl once said, quote, when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves, end quote. And I'm so thankful that we have an extremely dedicated, compassionate, and talented staff who have worked so hard to change our traditional model of education for our students over the last few weeks. I truly believe that we are as well prepared to educate our students as any school district in America. Our teachers and staff are simply phenomenal. With that said, there will undoubtedly be bumps in the road. There always are with change. I think grace, compassion, and patience are all important qualities and characteristics that we all need to share as we continue to transition through these changes. Balance is also a key consideration. We need to find balance in continuing to build a strong academic foundation that all of us in Walnut Valley have become so accustomed to. Balance with the responsibility of considering the real struggles that some of our families are dealing with due to the coronavirus. We need to find balance with what distance learning looks like. How much time is spent on synchronous live lessons? Balance with independent assignments meant to reinforce learning. Nobody should expect 6 or 7 hours of live online instruction 5 days a week. Like the traditional schooling, you'll most likely experience different forms of instruction, different points of emphasis, different methodologies. I also know many of our parents are thinking about and asking, when will we reopen schools and what impact will this have on summer school? Great question. We're working on the development of an online summer school. I am not sure when we will open schools again. I do know that we will not reopen our schools until local and state health authorities inform us that it is safe to do so. And so thus we will be providing an online summer program. We'll be providing more information in the very near future. I also know that many of our high school underclassmen and families have questions about college selection and the admissions process, given the impact of COVID-19. Our counselors and GLCs continue to offer support and guidance. We will continue to be one of the very best school districts in terms of preparing kids for college. During this time, we've also arranged for college admissions workshops to be provided for our high school families. These online workshops will be available in the next couple of weeks and will emphasize such topics as narrowing college selections, finding the right fit, writing application essays, and the impact of SAT, ACT, and advanced placement assessments. Finally, we all continue to think about our 12th grade students. Our high school principals, working with staff and various senior students, are busy planning end-of-the-year activities and opportunities to appropriately recognize the accomplishments of this incredible class of 2020. While they are looking at virtual type of activities to close out the year, they are also planning for a traditional in-person graduation celebration when the current situation allows for it. In closing, I want to thank all of our parents who have changed their lives and continue to support their kids. I want to thank our incredible teachers, administrators, and staff for all you continue to do for our kids. And I want to thank our students. Stay strong, be positive, and continue to stay engaged in your learning. On behalf of our Board of Trustees and our entire organization, we wish you well. Take care, everyone, and please stay safe and healthy.